Hi everyone, Kenfinity here, and here's my review of Chasing Mavericks, directed by Michael Apted and Curtis Hanson, starring Gerard Butler, Johnny Weston, Elizabeth Shue, Abigail Spencer, Levin Rambin, Greg Long, Peter Mell, Zach Wormhout, Devin Crittenden, Taylor Handley, Cooper Timberline. Yep, Timberline. Yeah, Timberline. Oh, because I think it's all Timberline. Maya Raines, Harley Graham, Jenica Berger, James Anthony Cotton, Shannon Rowe, Thomas Frail, L. Peter Callender, Andrew Piero, Pierno, Corey Kaufman, Richard Gross, and Gary Griffiths. Great cast, really is. And this film is based on a true story about this gentleman named Jay, who, when he was a kid, him and his sister went out to the ocean at their beach, their local beach, and Jay went out to the ocean, to the water, and he needed to be rescued. So he got rescued by this neighborhood surfer who lives really close to him. This neighborhood surfer who lives really close to him, nicknamed Frosty. And so he rescued Jay. And then years later, Jay is going to high school. He's taking care of his mom, single mom, taking care of him, and he's working a job at a restaurant. And he really loves surfing, and he wants to master surfing on the Maverick waves, or like the biggest waves where they live, where he wants to master them. And his sister is still watching him, because even though he's older, he still wants to just make sure it's safe and everything. And so he still sees Frosty sometimes, so he asks Frosty, to help train him. And Frosty agrees, while Frosty's taking care of his wife and his daughter, and he just want to make sure that Jay can do it. Just want to make sure he's safe and everything. And then there's these rival surfers who just see Jay and just think he can't really don't really like him. They think like they're the surfers and everything. But Jay keeps practicing, he keeps working, taking care of his mom, working with Frosty, to achieve, making it. And there's some personal things that happen to both of them, but they both keep working on it, to master these waves. But then, when Jay attempts the waves, something happens, but as a result, the whole town appreciates, that dedication to practicing, to getting this down, to master these waves and everything. So that the whole town appreciates what he did. And Frosty, reflects on it too, and just wants to do better, by everyone. It's really impactful by what happened, because of all the hard work Jay put in. It was really well done. Yeah, it's great. It's really well done. It's really good. Oh yeah, true story. It's like with these movies, it's all about the people that this, happened to. And you really see how Jay wants to get this down, wants to master these waves, while he's taking care of his mom, and everything, school, work, and just wants to get this done. And how Frosty just wants to, make sure nothing's gonna happen, keep everything safe and like, oh yeah. And you really see how literally everyone is just is kind of watching this. Like, what is Jay gonna do? With mastering the Mavericks, the waves and everything, with surfing. And you really see just the dedication, that Jay has to getting this down, and Frosty has to make sure things will be fine. It was really good. Oh yeah, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of Jay's, you know, of Jay's techniques of how he wants to, how he wants to serve the Mavericks and everything, and how, Frosty helps him out with that and everything, and a little bit more of how much of an impact this is for Jay, to do this, how much of a goal it is for Jay to master surfing and everything for these, to master, surfing on the Mavericks. But you see how important it is. We'd like to see a little bit more of the rival servers, and like a little bit more of why, specifically like why Jay, why they're like, you can't do this, like you shouldn't, Of course, see, like they're the main servers, but just a little bit more of that, and just a little bit more like the reasoning, and just a little bit more of Frosty, taking care of his family and of Jay, like just making sure both is, is being taken care of. So a little bit more of that, but it was really well done. Oh, you really see what Jay did and how impactful it is, to the town and everything. It was really well done. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's so wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And these videos, Harris-Kenfinity.